It's been said that education is a real game changer. But the reality is that that's actually more than just a slogan. For many people, a helping hand to get access to a decent education is all they need to make a real difference in their lives. In a world where potential is often stifled by circumstance, education can be the key to freedom. But what happens when that key is just out of reach? This is the story of brilliant minds, relentless dreams, and a community determined to rewrite futures. COPE, the City Opportunity Project on Education, was born from a simple belief: no student should watch their dreams die because of poverty. Through scholarships, COPE bridges the gap between brilliance and opportunity. So, Mint, I'm very curious about COPE. What inspired you to start COPE?
COPE, as we now know, City Opportunity Project on Education, we started, it wasn't something that we planned it. We didn't plan it. It's just one misfortune that happened. So a friend of our station passed on many years ago, and after he passed on, the wife reached out to me to discuss what will happen to the education of the children. And so initially I took it upon myself, personally to support. But after a while I thought that, look, it will be okay for our company to adopt it and expand it. Okay. So at this point, these young people were in basic school. I think there was one who was in JHS at the time. And so we took over as a company and formalized it. So after that, we went on air to announce for people to join in. And once people were aligned, we decided to increase the numbers. It's maybe around 15 years now since we started this COPE business. And so far, a number between 100 and 150 have gone through COPE. All through mostly tertiary education, because when we finally did the document to establish COPE, we specifically targeted tertiary education, more so when secondary education had been made free. And so that's what we have been up to, and it has no restriction, no limitation in terms of the choice of academic disciplines. As you can see, from theater arts to accounting to medicine. There are some doing education, some doing nursing, some doing philosophy, psychology, across board. And that's how we have managed it over the years.
had the dream to go to the university, but after WASI, I knew there was no funding, so I just took it off my mind.
I didn't have hope of continuing, so I was even thinking, should I drop out?
It wasn't the best of homes. I mean, we're going to a public school which was near our house. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, but it was difficult, you know. It was those typical Saito lifestyle where you didn't have a school bag, we're using this rice bag. So, like, I mean, it was usual to us because that was our normal lifestyle then.
My father was a farmer, cattle farmer, a herder.
Okay.
So he used to head cattle for people. And so at that time, anytime we came back from school, we then took the cattle to the fields to graze. So that was the normal routine.
I'm from Adina. It's a small village in between the lagoon and the sea. In the Volta region, the Ketu South district. Yeah, even though I have my daddy stays in Aplau, but my mom is in Adina, so I spent most of my time here over there. Yeah, and basically it is all about it's a fishing community actually. So as a boy, all you had to do was to sometimes join them, do the fishing and all of that.
So have you been to sea before?
I have several times.
You have been to sea?
I have.
Wow. Okay. What's life on the sea like?
It is all about seeing yourself in the middle of the sea of nowhere. Sometimes there will be times where the fog will be so severe that you cannot even tell the shore from like offshore from onshore and all of that. Yes, you can just we normally go to sea around 5. It's done 4, 5, 3. Sometimes you are gone and can go be there on the sea without anything until come back around 5 p.m. in the evening. Sometimes it happens that having to even sleep overseas. Like
really?
Yeah, we will do that sometimes. And sometimes you get so lucky that you didn't you leave around 4, 5 by 6, 7 you are back with a lot of bountiful catch. Yeah.
I was the last of the 7 kids to attend school.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to be a fisherman.
Wow. Okay.
But then one thing they liked about me was I was always writing on the ground without book. So my mother thought it's a wise thing to send me to school.
Okay.
So you have to wait for your elder sibling to finish school before you can start. So I had to wait for my 2 elder siblings to finish school. And then now
before you could even start.
Yeah.
Well, Adina AM Zion Village, that's the government school in my community.
Adina AME Zion.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the school. And then I started from nursery all along, but I had my brother a year ahead of me. So there were times where my teachers wanted to jump in and all of that. But considering that my brother is there, he didn't want to do that because that would mean that being in my class with my brother and all of that. So he didn't go with that. But so I attended all the classes religiously until I completed. When I moved to Keta Senior High, I think I had a grade 9. So I moved to Keta School. Keta School. Then from there, I joined the school's quiz team. And over there, I met some of the most brightest people I've
ever met.
Yeah. Because sometimes they get the vague points in my ideas much more clearly than I do. Sometimes I'm not alone in this. And we shared a lot of things. It was really helpful. We put in our effort together. Likes of Daju Bright, Lamini Francisca, Sewo, and may so rest in peace. James Luttrell.
I am an active listener to CTF, so I normally hear what actually goes on. And since childhood, I've been struggling and managed to complete GHS and gradually SHS, but that financially incapacitated to afford the admission fees and the accommodation fees. So when I was hearing people having good grades and all of that, and Hope has been able to give them a helping hand, I also feel okay, then let me try and see whether God will make some mystery.
My parents were very young. They were teenagers when they gave birth to me. So I lived with my grandparents all my life in Jasikan. So my grandfather, who was the backbone of my education and in my financial life, died unfortunately when I was about to write EEC. So from then, I began to experience financial challenges. So my senior high school education, I remember I had to go through senior high school without a textbook as a science student. So by the grace of God, I was able to go through the senior high school. Then when I finished senior high school, that was in 2016, I had to stay home for 6 years because I had no one to support me to go to the tertiary.
Life was challenging because we also have siblings who had to be taken care of through school and all of that, and more especially when I got the chance to go to medical school. I entered medical school at a time when there was a fee-paying system that was being run, and it had been a long-standing desire to do medicine for a very long time. And once I finally got it, the admission letter actually stated that we had to pay our fees within 8 days. Yes, within 8 days of receiving the admission, because there are a lot of people on standby who were willing to do the program, and if you couldn't afford it, then that's it. You could not be
in medical school.
Yes, please.
Wow.
And so that was when Hope stepped in by God's grace, and then Hope helped me throughout school.
I attended Accra Academy, and I'm one of 3 siblings, so I would admit life wasn't the easiest, even though our parents tried their best to provide for us with regards to our schooling, our feeding, our clothing too. So I mean, we got the basics, but it was still a bit of a struggle, to keep it up. But with advice from our parents, and other family too, we were able to just move through despite all the struggles. A close family friend who was aware of my efforts in school and my grades that I had introduced us to Cope. So we were advised to apply, and if possible, also read up on Cope and what they do. So God being so good, we were able to do that, and yes, and here we are now.
It was on one of those occasions after the competition. We did so marvelously that Samens wanted to meet the quiz team because of our performance, and we met in Alisa Hotel. That was when we met with the staff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we shared some lively moments. That was when I got Auntie Vivian's number. Then yeah, so after the quiz, I think it was in around November or December, I texted her just to greet her and then get a number saved and all of that. Then later, she texted me to check up on me. Then she asked about my result and all of that. And I explained to her that I sent the result to her. I had weight, had a very big distance. She saw the result. She asked what are my plans about school, and then I explained to her how conditions were, how that there were no financial, like money and all of.
How bad was it?
It was so bad that without Cope, I wouldn't have been to school. Like I would have been in the house. I think that's how bad I would say it was.
With Cope, the selection process is rigorous. Only the brightest and neediest are chosen. But brilliance alone isn't enough. We look for those with fire in their hearts.
At the time I completed SHS, the result had just come out. They were very good results. I had 7 A's and a B.
Wow.
But then at that point, I didn't know what next.
It was the last day of the essay application. So I was speaking to a friend that, okay, my results are in, and that my parents said that there is no money. I should have gone to Lagos. Why did I choose UPSA? UPSA is so expensive. And then she told me that she applied for Cope and then she got it.
I got admission to K University to read Bachelor of Science Architecture. Okay. At that time, we have asked all the people that were supposed to ask about money to start the school. And then the admission too was fast approaching. When I got the admission and there was no money, I could just be in the room, things hard, and I would start breathing through my nose.
Really?
That's to the level. I wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to have a legacy in school, like be like somebody who has gone to school to achieve something. Because I know, like, in times to come, I'll be a great man. So I wanted to go to school to achieve that. So, like, not getting money to start those things was very problematic.
My dad came home one night and I could see a smile on his face. So he came to me and said, okay, we found a solution for your schooling. So I asked him what he meant by that. So he explained it to me that, oh, a friend has introduced him to Cope and that we should apply immediately. So just that night, I also, in that excitement, I wrote my application letter, and we were able to contact some of the officials of Cope. And yes, we got the good news later on.
Looking back at where I started from, at the time I was offered a scholarship, so now a lot has changed. A lot has changed for myself and my family. I have been able to finish my degree, charter, and at the same time I've gotten employment with one of the reputable accounting firms in the world, and so it's a big game changer. I'm able to support myself. I'm able to support my family with what I have, the little I have. And so education is underestimated. It's a very big game changer. I would have probably been, I don't know where I would have been by now. It would even be that I was still tending cattle.
Yeah.
So it's a very big game changer. And one thing about education is that it has this domino effect. Once you benefit from it, your family benefits, other people who are your friends, extended relatives, and even the nation at large can benefit from education of just one individual.
No matter your situation, you have a chance to give your life a better experience going forward. You have a chance to uplift your life. So whatever that you are doing, whether learning trade or in school or wherever, just make sure that you do it and do it right, because the right thing is what will pave the way for you. No matter how wrong will push you away, the right will always justify you.
You graduated what year?
I graduated K University Bachelor of Science Architecture in 2021, and then I continued for my master's to 2023.
Okay.
All these 6 years, not a single penny was from my coffers. Everything was paid for by Cope.
At my induction, when I became a doctor, I had people from Cope representing. Yes, and it was a great feeling to know that it wasn't just a scholarship scheme, but it is also a family where you're taking up the follow up on you after to make sure to see what you are currently doing with your life.
Throughout my 6 years of medical education, so Cope covered my tuition for all 6 years. Cope covered my accommodation for all 6 years. And in medical schools, so there will be some extra expenses. Maybe during your clinical years, you have to get some instruments and pay for little things. So Cope covered all that. So anytime such expenses come, even though there was a bit of worry in it, but I kind of had hope that yes, I have Cope and Cope will see me through it.
Cope pays everything, my tuition fee. I even receive monthly stipends. Yeah, so there is nothing maybe you call home for anything. But even the things I wear sometimes too, it is Cope that buy them for me.
Wow.
Almost everything. Financial support, emotional, everything. It was on one of my visits to the Auntie and the Cope members that I had my mind calibrated on how that I can also get the best of life, that good life is not only reserved for a select few, but everyone at all, regardless of your background can enjoy a good life. I also had my mind recalibrated on how to open yourself up to opulence. It was a very mind-blowing thing. It makes me see things in a different light, actually.
I remember even when I had gained admission to the University of Cape Coast, even though I had a little money to pay the admission fee, I was also wondering how I was going to pay the subsequent years, because I'll be able to afford the admission fee, but how about level 200, 300 and 400? It was really a burden on me. So that was life before COOP. And I remember sometimes I'll be in class and my focus will just be on, how are you going to pay for your fees the next academic year? So it really had a bad impact on my academics. Yes, it really had an impact on my academics. And life after COOP, I would say, I mean, it's so overwhelming, and it's like a relief, because I feel like someone who has been burdened and then all of a sudden the burden has just been taken away. I'm so relieved now. I can study comfortably and I can see the changes in my academics, because for level 100 I started with a poor CGPA of 2.7, very bad. But after COOP, I've been able to, lift it up to 3.1, which I'm still working on to build. So I'll say that life after COOP has been a blessing, a great blessing to me.
Now, I'm actually the first person in my family to attend university.
Wow.
My two sisters haven't.
Wow.
I'm the first person to do that.
Because of COOP?
Exactly, because of COOP. When I look at it, sometimes I try not to get emotional, but it's actually emotional, because like, even if you look at my class, like the peers I grew up with, like from my batch, JHS, basic school, even SHS, it's like I'm the only medical doctor.
At the level that maybe opportunities are not, maybe let's say in JHS secondary school, you don't mostly get the scholarship opportunities. It just falls and go through that. At the university level, definitely, you can come to COOP, you can go elsewhere, and then you get help. Yeah, that is it. So you should never give up. Like, never say that, okay, because my situation is like this, let me just put an end at this point. No, continue, and then help will come from somewhere.
As humans, when we have such burdens on us, it limits our potential. Sometimes you find yourself thinking a lot about where you're going to get money from, thinking a lot about how you are going to eat, how you are going to pay your fees. In KNUST, for instance, you are given a deadline to pay your fees. Sometimes you see students being sacked from the exams hall. The students will be in the exam hall and then will be thinking whether today they will come around to sack me or not. I didn't go through that experience, fortunately. By the help of COOP, I didn't go through that experience of having to be sacked from the exams hall to go pay my fees and all of that. It was so refreshing. At least I had that peace of mind to study, knowing my fees had already been cleared. My hostel fees, my tuition fees had already been cleared. So I didn't really go through that stress of having to think about where I'll get my fees from. So yeah, it gave me the opportunity to just focus on my books, focus on why I went to the university.
When I got to school, everybody was already, I'd already started class and all that, but then through COOP, like, they were able to go through the system, and then I got admitted, joined classes and all that. I didn't have to call home for anything. I didn't have to even worry about where to sleep. Accommodation and tuition and everything was taken care of. So it's kind of like, that was my comfort time.
There are people there who actually need some of these opportunities. I was fortunate from just by chance getting to know COOP. There are people who know COOP and there are people who do not know COOP. And so that kind of impact is very immense. And looking at where I came across COOP, or COOP found me, and where I've gotten now, the impact is very immense. Like I said, the domino effect is very, very huge. It can affect you positively, your family, extended relatives, your friends, and many other things, including even your contribution in national development. So this is very important, and I believe that if such an initiative is there, we can only support it to make impact in the lives of many people alike.
If Cope had not been available, what do you think life would be like now?
Yeah, I think I would have been on the street. That is it. I don't know what. I don't know what I would have been doing on the street. Whether I'll learn some trade or be selling something, I don't know. But then I wouldn't have been in the office. No, it wouldn't have been that way.
Appeal to each and everyone watching the documentary to contribute his or her quota to this initiative, so that the needy people but brilliant can get access to it to further their education in whatever dreams they might want to achieve in life.
Anyone who feels my situation is just like his, I would just say don't give up, right? I didn't know help was coming, but help came. Yeah, so I'll just say don't just throw your dreams away. Don't just think all hope is lost, just like my name. I think sometimes my name that motivates me. Yeah, I feel like there is hope that everything can be achieved. So just don't throw the dreams away. Just have in mind that God has purposed someone somewhere to help you with everything that you plan to achieve. So yeah, just have hope.
Reach out to Cope and your dreams will come true, because I'm experiencing it, and I can tell you that by the grace of God, through Cope, I'm achieving my dreams now. I'm happy and I'm very excited.
Hope has helped me to be able to achieve this goal of becoming a medical doctor. And I'd encourage everyone who is a benefactor, who in one way or the other contributes, that whatever you give, whatever you contribute, even though you may not see it, is going a long way to help somebody who needs it and who would become someone who has achieved their dreams and also make a benefit and an impact in society.
Hope has given me hope that there's still kindness in the world. That coming from such a background, you can still dream big and you can still make it with those dreams. You have to put in the work though, but it's possible. There are people who are willing to help you achieve those dreams.
Cope has come to bridge the gap between us, the disadvantaged, the financially disadvantaged, and the world we so much desire to be part of.
Yeah.
Because without this, I don't know where I would have been. And with it, at least I have a plan. At least I have a plan, a plan of what life is more likely to look like in the few years to come. Yeah, I think that is commendable. It is when you have plans, at least you have something to work on, you have a vision, you have a design. With that, life becomes easier to deal with than when you are just blown by the wind, wherever it takes you, you go. I myself can't fathom life. It's just so I don't know. And if this hadn't come my way, if Cope hasn't come my way, maybe by now, well, I can't tell, but it wouldn't have been a pleasant sight at all.
Every year, hundreds apply. Only a few are chosen. You can change that. Your support could be the difference between a life lost and a legacy born.